Hot Cross Winnie by Laura Owen and Korky Paul. Read by Calvin Sharpe. Winnie's garden was as hot as a cauldron. Wilbur lay under a rhubarb leaf with his legs stretched and his tongue hanging out. Along came Winnie wearing such dark sunglasses that trip. "Wow! Whoops! Blooming cat," said Winnie, rubbing her nose. "Wow!" said Wilbur. "Well, I'm hot too, you know," said Winnie. "I'm a hot cross witch, and you're a hot cross cat. We need to cool down." Winnie picked up the watering can and watered her feet. "Oh, that's nice," she said, wiggling her steaming toes. I wish... Oh, I've got an idea," said Winnie. And she pointed her wand at the watering can. "Abracadabra!" she shouted. Instantly there was a giant watering can up in the sky, spilling down a great showering waterfall of cold water. "Lovely," said Winnie, dancing in the shower. "Come on, Wilbur." But Wilbur was thrashing his wet tail and scowling at Winnie. "Whoopsie warts," said Winnie. "I forgot that cats don't like water." Abracadabra! In another instant the watering can was gone. Winnie stood there, dripping and steaming. "I'm sorry, Wilbur. Sorry. Now, can we be friends again?" Wilbur closed his eyes. "I'll magic you a sun hat. I'll magic you some sunglasses," said Winnie. "Abracadabra! Abracadabra!" Now Wilbur looked a dude, but he was still cross. "This'll make you laugh," said Winnie. "What's brown and sticky, and sounds like a bell?" Wilbur looked the other way, and pretended not to listen. "Dung!" said Winnie. "Dung's brown and sticky, and dung is the sound a big bell makes. Get it?" Wilbur just sniffed. "I'll buy you a present then. That'll cheer you up," said Winnie. She got her broom. "Jump up, Wilbur." Wilbur's ears flattened on his head, but he climbed on board. It was hot flying. "Let's go faster to make a breeze," said Winnie. "Abracadabra!" In an instant Wilbur had to cling on to the broom with every claw. He lay flat and closed his eyes, his tail whizzing out behind the broom. "Whee!" said Winnie. "This is fun." "Ow!" wailed Wilbur. "Honestly, you just can't please some blooming cats," said Winnie. They got to the shops and parked the broom. But, "Stop," said Winnie. "You wait in the broom basket, Wilbur, or you'll spoil your surprise." Wilbur was just climbing into the basket when a little girl called Clara noticed him. "Hello, pussykins," said Clara. "Are you hot, pussykins? Are you hungry? Come with me." Clara hauled Wilbur out of the basket. Wilbur was almost as big as Clara, but Clara managed to carry and drag Wilbur all the way to her house. Clara's house was shady and cool. Clara's fridge had cat food in it. Clara's sisters all fussed over Wilbur and told him what a very fine cat he was. Wilbur purred so much that his whiskers sparked. Wilbur was cool. Wilbur was being spoilt. Wilbur was happy. Winnie was feeling happier too. As she stepped into her favourite shop, a draught of cool, smelly air from a drain lifted her hair and her dress and her spirits. "Ooh," giggled Winnie. "This is lovely." Winnie looked at toad toasters and mouse mincers and maggot mashers and filth frothers and cockroach crushers and bat broilers before she found what she was after. She took her parcel back outside. "Here I am, Wilbur," said Winnie. "Time to go home." Winnie picked up her broom and gave it a shake. "Are you still sulking?" "Oh, stay in the basket if you want to." Winnie hung her shopping from the front of the broom and climbed on board. "Ooh," said Winnie, as the broom tipped forwards because of the weight of the parcel. "You're heavy, Wilbur. And you'll get even heavier after you've used the present I bought you. Can you guess what it is?" asked Winnie, as the broom rose into the air. Wilbur said nothing. "You mardy old mog," said Winnie. "Don't you want to know?" Still nothing. Winnie was getting hot again. She was getting cross too, so she didn't say anything else to Wilbur all the way home. Winnie parked her broom. "We're home. Out you get." Winnie lifted the lid of the basket. "Wilbur!" wailed Winnie, for the basket was empty. Winnie felt empty too. Winnie felt desperate. "Oh, my Wilbur, I've left you behind. Don't worry, Wilbur, I'm coming." Winnie jumped back onto her broom. "Abracadabra!" she shouted. Quick as a flash she shot through the sky back to the shops. Winnie looked wildly all around. "Where is he?" wailed Winnie. That black cat, said a boy. Clara took him. What? Whispered Winnie. He's been stolen? They went that way, said the boy. Winnie waved her hand. Abracadabra, take me to Wilbur, begged Winnie. In an instant, Winnie was inside Clara's house, landing on Clara's dad's lap. A witch! He yelped, and he leapt up, dropping Winnie to the floor. And suddenly Winnie was face to face with a grinning, drooling face that she knew and loved well. Oh, Wilbur, said Winnie. He's going to live with me forever and ever, said Clara. Aren't you, pussykins? Wilbur was purring and dribbling and working his claws as 6 small hands brushed him and put hair clips in his fur. But he's my friend, said Winnie. Look, I bought him a present. It was the little girls who ripped open the present and found an ice cream machine, said Winnie. Do you like it, Wilbur? I thought we could make maggot-flavour ice cream with flea sprinklies to cool us down. But Clara's mum had other ideas. She made strawberry ice cream with hundreds and thousands on top. Clara and her sisters were suddenly more interested in ice cream than in cats. Quick, let's go home, whispered Winnie. Without the ice cream machine, the broom was balanced just right. Winnie and Wilbur flew at normal speed, calmly over the countryside, and it was nice. They landed in Winnie's garden. What shall we do now? Asked Winnie. Wilbur grinned and pointed at the rhubarb patch. Meow, he said. Good idea, said Winnie. Winnie and Wilbur lay under the shade of a big rhubarb leaf, watching the sun go down. Winnie held a stick with a bit of string tied to it, with a centipede on the end, which she waved up and down. As she flicked the centipede upwards, the toad on the leaf jumped for it, bouncing the leaf under him. So the leaf fanned Winnie and Wilbur till they were cool and comfortable and kind to each other again. I've got another joke for you, said Winnie. Meow. What's brown and sticky? Wilbur smiled. Wilbur pointed. Yes, said Winnie. A stick is brown and sticky. The end.